Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the trial room as Rex's arraignment continues, Grayson, Shannon, and the prosecutor came back and went and took their respective spots. Alright, Mr. Rex Underwood, I'm gonna let you in on this deal we've been talking about. If you plead guilty, you will agree to do community service and 2 years probation, providing you don't get in trouble again for the next 2 years. Bear in mind, if you do plead not guilty, the deal will be off and this will be scheduled for a pre-trial hearing this fall. So, what do you want to do? I would like to plead, please. And how do you plead? I would like to plead guilty. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, where John's private wake is concluding, Isabella is looking at the portrait of her father, just as Vince came to where she is. I know how close you two were. And as Isabella turned and saw Vince, yes, I was his favorite daughter. Well, unaware of the West. Look, I know. If there's anything I can do, actually, there is. Meanwhile, at the Graham Rich Manor in the living room, Ashley came in, and as she put her bag down and saw another portrait of John, her, along with the kids, which caused her to fall to the ground, and as she began crying. While that's happening, her son Ryan happened to walk in and saw what's going on, and came and got down to where she is. Mom, and as Ryan began to hug his mother, just as he continued to cry on his shoulder. It's okay, we're gonna get through this. Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the hallway, Aaron's putting stuff in his locker. Just as Will came to where Aaron is. If I were to guess, I say Adra is on Frank and Mimi's payroll, and as Aaron turned and saw Will, that really wouldn't surprise me. Either way, it's clear she's not gonna help you find your daughter. I wish I can visit Tina and get some more information on where to look. Kristen and I are gonna help you and Rachel find her before the end of summer. Meanwhile, in Adra's office, Adra's waiting till Lucas came in. And Adra saw, what's this about? Look, I know we've broken up. You know what? If you want to talk about that, then I'm out of wait. As you know, graduation is today, and I'm gonna need your help. Patrick causing trouble, isn't he? Not to worry, I'll handle him myself. No, I have other plans for him. I was talking about someone else. Meanwhile, at the Graham pub, Lucy's waiting. To her sister Rita came to the table where Lucy is, and she saw. Thanks for coming. Oh, no problem. What's going on? It's Adam. Oh, I am so sorry for his loss. I am too, but I am really worried about him. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the main area, Taya and Gwen are viewing patients on their respective tablets. You know, it is so good to have you here again. Yeah, it seems like a while. Look, I didn't mean to cite you were following standard procedures, and I get it. I know you would never try to kill Vanessa at all. I mean, I really don't trust her with my brother. And as Adam came to where they are, and Gwen and Taya saw, Adam, your shift starts in 10 minutes. That's why I'm here, to give you this. And as Adam gave Gwen a piece of paper. Meanwhile, in the waiting area, Casey's reading the book. To Kristen came to where her sister is, and sat down next to her. And she saw, and Casey put the book down. I got your message. What's going on? What's going on is, I'm redoing me paternity tests on the unborn baby. Wait, isn't Will the father of your, it would seem so, but you're not too certain, right? Meanwhile, on the underground parking lot, a taxi arrived at the entrance, with Kristen and Michael inside. Why are we here? I'm meeting my ex-wife here. I thought things are over between the two of you. Kristen and I have a little situation that we need to sort. As for you, how do you feel? I'm fine. Alright, I'll see you later. And as Michael got out and closed the taxi door and hid in the hospital while Jennifer's looking. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the trial room as Reg's arraignment continues. Alright, Mr. Underwood. Based on your plea, I hereby release you on bail under conditions as follow. You will serve the remainder of your job at the Graham High School, and you will be in your father's custody till your sentence, which will be in August. Plus, you also agree to do community service and have 2 years of probation in hopes that you don't get any trouble. Is it possible you can do that? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Bail is set at $25,000. And one more thing. When I mention custody, it does not include your mother who resides in Los Angeles. Yes, Your Honor. Court is adjourned, and as she banned the gravel. All rise, and as everyone got up, and as the judge got up and went, I left the room, and as Rex turned and faced Grayson and Shannon, thank you, Dad, for everything. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, where John's private wake is about to take place, let's get to Isabel and Vince who are talking. What is it? Don't end things with Angela. You know that's not gonna happen. I mean it. I don't want Adriana to suffer without her parents, and she won't. And as Angela came to where they are, and Isabella and Vince saw her, she will have the both of us by her side. That's good to know. Please excuse me. And as Isabella turned and went and mingled around the crowd, while Angela faced her husband. I've spoken to CJ and Helen, and Adriana is doing fine. Meanwhile, Isabella saw Mildred's Willie Jordan and Andrew came in, and as she went to where they are, and they both saw when she arrived. How are you? It feels like I've lost almost everything. Let us know if you need anything. Your presence is all I require. Meanwhile, at the Graham Ridge Manor in the living room, Ashley and Ryan are talking. You must think I'm a mess. Far from it. Look, I'm sorry for hiding this, Mom. You don't have to put a brave face for us. You have done so much for our family, and I think it's time we do the same for you. It just happened so fast. I mean, 1 minute I saw your father yesterday, and now it feels like part of me has died along with him. Dad was an honorable man who served our country in both wars and did his part to keep us safe. That's what I love about your father. He's compassionate, cause he feared about nothing. He always did what he had to keep all of us safe. And as Hannah, Joshua, and Kevin came in to where they are, and Ashley and Ryan noticed them. What's going on? Sheldon and Janet are having a private wake at the diner before we go to the actual funeral and want you to come there. Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the hallway, Aaron and Will are talking. How's things between you and Kristen? She's been acting strange today. What do you mean? Well, the funeral's today, and she said she had some she must sort and ran out. I wouldn't worry at all, mate. I don't know, man. It seems she's hiding something from me. You've only been dating her for a couple of weeks. You know what? Perhaps you're right. Maybe I'm overacting on something I shouldn't really have to worry. Maybe you should worry. And as Lucas came to where Aaron and Will is, and they both saw him. Meanwhile, in Adra's office, Adra went in and hid to the cabinet. and pull up the top and press the button, opening the display board. And as she came to where it is, and it's revealed to be a secret patches, which she went in and hid down the stairs to a secret room and arrived and placed her right hand on the scanner, and it scanned her hand, thus approving it. And as it opened the door, and as Adria head in to where her chambers is, seems Will thinks he can play hero to Rachel and Aaron. Lucky for him, it's going to end. Suddenly, the door slammed shut. I couldn't agree more, and as Adria turned and saw Patrick and Joseph there. Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Lucy and Rita are talking. Are you serious? Yeah. He says he wants to move out and think things. I just don't get to why he's pushing you away. Me neither. I mean, we all are hurting that John's left us, but he feels like he's lost everything. He still has you though. Yeah, about that. He wants me to be Joshua. I don't think he means that at all, I know. But in the state of mind he's thinking, I don't know what he'll do next. Are you two talking about my brother? And as Allison came to where they are, and Lucy and Rita saw her. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the main area, Taya, Gwen, and Adam are talking. What's this? I'm asking to go on leave of absence till further notice effective immediately. Are you certain? That's yeah. I need to be away for a while to clear me head. If there's anything I can do, no. I just want to process this on my own. Okay, just let me or Taya know when you're ready to come back to work, and you take your time. Thank you. And Taya, I really hope you can keep your job, because I know for a fact you wouldn't try to kill Vanessa. Thank you, Adam. I really appreciate that. And as Adam turned and walked away, just as Lindsay came to where Gwen and Taya is, who saw her. How's he holding up? I'm gonna need a favor from you. Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Casey and Kristen are talking. I really don't know, but this test will prove once and for all of who my baby daddy is. Just so you know, I'm here for you, okay? And as Michael came to where Casey and Kristen is, and they both saw him. I got here as soon as I can. I'm gonna go find where our mom is. And as Casey got up and went, I left the waiting room just as Michael went and sat next to Kristen. Thank you for coming. What's going on? Allow me to fill you in. And as Lauren came to where Kristen and Michael is, and they both saw her. Meanwhile, in the dining room, Jennifer's eating the yogurt. To her brother Tyler came to the table where Jennifer is, and she saw him. Oh, hey Tyler, where have you been? I've been calling and texting you, not to mention I had some I need to sort. How are you holding up? And as Tyler sat across from Jennifer. I'm fine. Well, it seems all of us are gonna have to deal with what happened to John, and it may not be easy. What do you mean by that? And as Tyler realized, you don't know what happened, do you? Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles courthouse in the trial room, Elizabeth came to where Shannon, Grayson, and Rex is, and they all saw her. Not to worry, bail's already been paid. Where's Carl? He's dealing with a lot at the moment, but he does send his best. Well, since that ordeal's been taken care of, we have to have a family meeting tonight, and it's not a request. Okay? Don't be late. That includes you as well. Why me? I want you to be his support. After all, you're his girlfriend, no? Don't be doubt. We know everything. Excuse us. And as Grace and Shannon turned and went, I left the room. Anyways, thanks for coming. Of course. Thing is, Adrian might need our help. It seems Rachel and Aaron those two couldn't be far off. You're right. We are so close to our ultimate goal of getting everything we desire. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner where John's private wig's taking place, let's get to Angela and Vince who are talking. You know what I wish for? What's that? That Michael was our son. I know it sounds kinda daft, far from it. You've obviously grown attached to him, just like I have. That is why I want our daughter to grow up knowing that both her parents are a strong, united front, which you will always be. Meanwhile, Isabella, Mildred, Jordan, and Andrew are talking. I'm gonna get us a glass of wine for us to enjoy. I can do that. No, I insist. And it's Jordan's turn and walk away, while Andrew and Isabella continue talking. I just wish I can do something to take this pain you're feeling away. There really isn't. It feels like having a deep wound that is forever stuck with you. And as Andrew went and began hugging Isabella, and as he held her. As you know, no matter what happened between us, I'm always gonna be there for you. Meanwhile, at the Grand Witch Manor in the living room, Ashley, Hannah, Ryan, Kevin, and Joshua are talking. Mom, you don't have to go. It's actually, I am going, with one condition. Name it. I want you lot to come with me to get me through this. Count us in. By the way, Ryan, thank you so much for telling the media to respect our privacy at this time. No problem. Together, we're gonna walk through the fire. All of us. And that's a promise. Meanwhile, at the Graham High School in the hallway, Aaron, Will, and Lucas are talking. What the hell do you want? Aaron, I believe your wife is looking for you. You're in this as well, aren't you? Actually, I'm not. When you and your wife agreed to go undercover, my boss already knew because Adrian was a part of our crew. Is there a point to this? Or you're just bragging the fact that you have someone from the Colin payroll to do your little dirty work? Thing is, dude, I'm proud to be a Colin and not ashamed. Not like some of my family, but I am gonna leave you with a friendly warning. Coming after us won't help you find what you're looking for. Meanwhile, in Adrian's office in the secret room chambers, Adrian, Patrick, and Joseph are talking. Well, Patrick and Joseph, how noble and foolish to come see my secret lair. Unbeknownst to Joseph and Patrick, Adrian is holding a gun behind her back, which they saw. Whatever you have in your hands behind, drop it. As if I am. You see, I would let you two go, but I'm afraid you lot saw my lair stash. And as the light turned on, and as Joseph and Patrick saw dozens upon dozens of bags of crystal meth and weed. And I'm afraid I can't let you two leave. And as Adrian took the gun out and aiming at them. What do you seriously think you're gonna accomplish by killing Patrick and I? Everything. You two lots stuck your nose where it didn't belong, and now it's time to say goodnight. But before I kill you, I thought I might fill you both in on your respective girlfriends. Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Lucy, Rita, and Allison are talking. What is going on here? Is there something about my brother I need to know? He left my house, and I don't know where he's going. What did he say? He just wants some time to rethink things by leaving town. How could you let him leave? She couldn't restrain him, Allison. Adam is gonna need a lot of time to process this. Don't you get it? I'm processing this as well. I lost my father just like my brother, and on top of my pregnancy I have going on. You know what? Let Jared know I'm at the church. Where you going? There's something I need to sort. Excuse me. And it's Allison turned and went and left the pub. Speaking of which, we better be heading there ourselves. You go. Me husband's bringing Brian here so we can have some lunch prior to us going there. Meanwhile, at the Los Angeles International Hospital in the main area, Gwen, Taya, and Lindsay are talking. What is it? As you know, Adam will be going on leave of absence to further notice, so that means I'm gonna need you to cover his shift. And not to worry, I have Caleb do your shift in return. You don't mind doing daytime? Sure, it's no problem. After all, when time in need, it's all hands on deck. But overall, I really hope Adam is gonna be fine. He will be. He just needs some time to process. Everybody is gonna be grieving about this for quite some time. John was an honorable man. About that, I think this hospital should do some sort of tribute to John. That sounds like a great idea. Alright, let me know if you need anything. Will do. Excuse me. And as Lindsay went and got her iPad on the table, and as she turned and walked away, just as Taya sent some wrong with Gwen. What's wrong? I have a bad feeling something more dangerous than we all know might be set in motion. Meanwhile, in John's room, where Casey came in and saw flowers on his empty bed, and as she in turn closed the door, and turned and hid, and went and sat on his bedside, and as she looked at the flowers. Meanwhile, in the dining room, Jennifer and Tyler are talking. Talk to me, Tyler! What do I not know about our grandfather? John had a massive heart attack. Oh my god. I gotta see how he's doing. I cannot believe nobody told me for the matter. And as Jennifer got up and got her stuff, and as Tyler also got up, just in time for Jennifer to win and leave the dining room with Tyler following. Jennifer, wait! Soon, he arrived to where his sister is. Look, Tyler, whatever you gotta say, say that. Our grandfather needs us, and I cannot believe no one told me. And as she looked at him, why are you looking at me like that? Look, there is no easy way to say this. What do you mean there's no easy way? You're making it sound that he's gone or something. No. And as Jennifer realized, please tell me this is some sort of wind-up or you're missing. I really wish I was. I wish I could turn back time and undo what's done, but it's already too late. Thing is, the doctors did everything, and I mean everything they could. No! I'm so sorry, sis, to be the one to tell you this. I thought you knew, but apparently not. I'm afraid he didn't make it. Damn it! And as Jennifer went and got a glass and went and threw it on the wall, thus breaking it. Meanwhile, in the waiting room, Lauren, Tristan, and Michael are talking. So I trust you have the results, right? Yes, I do. Wait, you did another DNA test not on Jessica, but on my new unborn baby. Why? I thought Will was the father, till I had a hunch, which I went on and checked. Well, I'm glad you did, because it seems you have good instincts, Kristen, because Will isn't the baby's father at all. Are you serious? Yeah. I'm afraid there was an error in the system last time we ran it, and now we corrected it. So based on what you're saying, who is the father of Kristen's baby? Well, according to this paternity test I have before me, the father of the baby is you, Michael.